Welcome to the SelfFit client testimonials. Starting with myself, I used to weigh 210 pounds. I lacked energy. I found myself stuck, found myself with little time, pretty much thinking that I was going to remain in this shape for the rest of my life. I tried everything in the book, and nothing really sticked until I discovered a method, a very simple system that worked for me, that helped me with little changes get the physique that I was looking for. But not only the physique, but the health, the habits, everything that I wanted, dropping up till 170 pounds, which also happened to my clients, starting with Tyler. He managed to drop 33 pounds in just the first 3 months. His case was very simple. He just wanted one thing. He wanted to live longer for his sons. He basically had a pretty dire notice from his doctor saying that he wouldn't live for a lot more if he didn't make any change right now. So basically, with some habit swapping, some nutrition adjusting, we managed to reach that sustainable result. Julian, he dropped 16 pounds in the first 3 months. He basically wanted to get back to his golden age where he was constantly playing football, when he was active, he was always, in shape. And he used to do more than 10 pull-ups. That was one of his goals at the start. He wasn't able to do any whatsoever. Right now, he's able to perform 6 with strict form. Or Jean Paul, he managed to do a body recomposition. He just wanted to drop some fat and gain muscle. He had pretty much a very complicated situation in which he didn't have a lot of time available. So we needed a system that fit his day to day. Or Jesse. He dropped 17 pounds in the first 3 months. His case was pretty specific. He lacked motivation, he lacked the discipline. Right now, with all these small adjustments in his nutrition, in his sleep, in his mindset, it managed to not only permeate his physique, his health, but other areas of his life. Daniel, which also was focused on a body recomposition. He wanted to drop fat and gain some muscle. He had a main goal, going to an Ironman, but he found himself unable to meet the results that he wanted for his physique. He tried pretty much everything he found out online, and nothing really sticked, just like in my case. After the whole process, he managed to reach a pretty good physique, as you can see. Sebastian. Sebastian dropped 14 pounds in just the first 3 months. His case was pretty simple. He didn't have energy, he didn't have motivation. He found himself stuck in a vicious and unhealthy cycle, which he wanted to break out of, not only for himself, but for his wife and his son. In this case, we managed to get him to daily activities, cardio exercises that he actually enjoyed, and they weren't too distracting for him. They didn't provide a lot of friction, so they were pretty much easy to implement. And for the nutrition aspect, he had a pretty solid base. We just had to tweak some adjustments here and there. So he could also maintain his form after he went out for trips and other stuff. Holland. Holland basically came to me having an issue to gain muscle. We gained 5 pounds in just 3 months. He was also struggling with shoulder pain, which, with the muscle gain that we got, specifically in that area, helped alleviate incredibly that pain from his day to day, which was definitely bothersome. Tatiana, she was a very noble cause, if I may say. What she wanted at first, she wanted to donate blood, be a blood donor. And basically got told that she didn't make the cut. Like she was 9 pounds below. Throughout the process, we managed to not only gain 8 pounds in the first 3 months, But at the end, she ended up being fully able to donate blood. And she was very happy about that. Basically, implementing habits to make it easier for her to eat what she needed to eat. Elliot. Elliot is the father of two daughters and now a son. His case was pretty much overworking, little time. So he basically implemented a system which allowed him to work out at his workplace and reach the results that he got, which is dropping 6.5 pounds just the first 3 months. Richard. Richard basically wanted to implement the habit of being able to do exercise on his day to day. He also wanted to drop his belly fat. And in this case, we managed to drop 15 pounds in the first 3 months, which netted in the result that you can see from the right. And also got him in a healthier habit of doing exercise on his day to day with our SelfFit system. Ignatius. Ignatius basically was a case of lacking motivation, lacking discipline, lacking continuity of a process because all the processes that he had tried before didn't work for him. With SelfFit, we managed to implement on his day to day a simple system that he could follow no matter where he was or where he visited. In this case, we got incredible results not only in his physique, but in his daily habits for the most part. Or Addy. Addy, similar to Holland, had a difficulty in gaining muscle mass. His case was just simply dealing with not being able to eat enough. In his specific situation, we managed to gain 9 pounds in 3 months. He was not only able to make the cut to get the muscle mass that he so very much was trying year after year to get, but couldn't get, but also implement all of the systems that got him to maintain those results. Janiel. Janiel also was a case similar to Jesse of lacking the motivation, lacking the continuity of a specific process that did work for him because he was working out before, but he didn't see any results whatsoever. In this case, implementing simple changes on his day to day, on his habits, on his sleep, on his mindset, on his nutrition, easy changes that he could handle and sustain through time, he was able to drop 11 pounds in just the first 3 months and keep all of that off.